Okay, next on the Morning Blend, we're joined by a decorated soldier who survived several tours of duty overseas, but now she's fighting a different type of battle. Her story is just ahead.
And next time you surf out the web, check out Las Vegas by Local.com, the website. You can find a whole bunch of gifts and great discounts. Check it out, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back, everyone. Our next guest has traveled the world and received many awards. Becky Halstead is the first female graduate of the U.S. Military Academy at West Point to be promoted to general. She is a veteran of the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. And after serving nearly 3 decades in the Army, she is now in a different battle, helping people cope with chronic pain. Here to tell us more, retired U.S. Military Brigadier General Becky Halstead and her doctor, Ann Malizia. Good morning to both of you and welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Let's go ahead and ask you your first question here.
Okay.
You were the first female at West Point to graduate in the U.S. history to command at the strategic level. Did you ever imagine your career would take you that far?
Absolutely not. I'm a country girl from a town with no traffic lights, and so often I would pinch myself and say, am I really sitting here at this level with the honor and privilege of leading America's sons and daughters? So, no, I didn't.
And it was a lot of hard work to get through where you went.
Yes, very hard physically, very hard emotionally, and spiritually. I mean, you have to have the whole package.
Now, after 27 years of service, why did you decide to retire?
I retired because I became ill with chronic fibromyalgia, and I really could not perform to the standard that I felt that I had been performing to. So one night I made the decision that I need to put my retirement in and really deal with this fibromyalgia. And I had met Dr. Ann on my R&R break from Iraq, and she met me and put her finger in my chest and said, you do not have to be in chronic pain. I come back to Iraq, so I'll see you on the other side. But she was right, and after 2.5 years, I'm no longer in chronic pain. I still have fibromyalgia, but the care of chiropractic has just been life-changing for me.
But was it something that you were living with when you were in combat there,
yes,
overseas, and you just didn't know what it was?
No, I had been diagnosed before I was deployed to Iraq, and in Iraq I had 25,000 people working for me. But when you're diagnosed with fibromyalgia, there's really it's kind of unknown as to what's the best treatment, because literally it's one of those diseases that affects your whole body. Your whole body is in pain, so it's very difficult to just to know what to do first. So, and I did not have chiropractic care in the military. Matter of fact, I didn't even know that it was authorized.
Available
until I retired. I had been to a chiropractic care, but on my own. So when I met Ann and she said, you don't have to be in chronic pain, I was like, that's great, but I have to go back and do the mission. So it was when I started to get sustained care from chiropractic that she was absolutely right. She was not lying to me. And that's what drove me to try to help our military now get chiropractic care in every treatment facility.
And doctor, you introduced her to chiropractic care, and in what way were you able to help her?
Well, fundamentally, Dow, it's really important that people understand that chiropractic allows the healing process to occur much more naturally within the body. It's really all about finding, locating, and removing the body's interference so it has the opportunity to function better and to perform better without the use of unnecessary drugs.
And when you're talking about care, what type of care are you doing? It's manipulations of the body,
yes,
the whole body itself, and looking at this whole system versus the individual parts?
Well, it's a combination of a number of things, because you are adjusting segments, specific segments of the spine that restore communication between the brain as well as the rest of the body. And then it's supported by whole food nutrition as well as pelvic stabilizers, which we utilized in General Halstead in her shoes to balance her pelvis, so that ultimately we know that she can hold her adjustments, and the progress of the body to become healthier and healthier is just enhanced over time.
And with fibromyalgia, a lot of people think it's in your head. A lot of doctors don't even recognize it or know how to deal with it. Because I have a friend that actually is going through the same thing, and so she found some help. But what do you do if that's the case and you find that when you're out there trying to seek treatment?
Well, I mean, that was told to me many times. You know, it's well, this is what it is, but we don't really know how to treat you. And this is where chiropractic, I think, is so important, because they don't have boundaries. I went to the neurologist, then he passed me off to the rheumatologist, who passed me off to some other doctor. So they kind of get to a boundary and they can't do anymore and they send you someplace else, and it's very defeating, it's very depressing. Whereas the chiropractor looks at your entire body and they want to restore function to you. And they do it, as Carol Ann said, with the use also of massage therapy, nutrition. What I found also was nutrition was hugely important. I'm in like phase 3 of my Get Well operation here, and nutrition is playing a huge role now. But the nice thing about chiropractic care is that they encourage the patient to be part of the solution. And you know your body better than anybody else. Whereas I found when I went to other doctors, they don't want you to tell them what is wrong. They're going to tell you what's wrong and how to deal with it. And when they can't, it becomes depressing. So it becomes a team effort with the doctor and the patient. And I think that's what success is about. It's a team effort.
And typically when you go see a chiropractor, do you have to see this person for the rest of your life, or it depends on what it is that you're trying to treat?
You know, that's an excellent question, and we appreciate that, especially at the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress.
Yeah, people ask that all the time.
Right. And the truth is you don't go without water, you don't go without breathing, so if we can enhance the communication naturally between the brain and the rest of the body and allow children to be more successful in school, allow people to heal, decrease the amount of inflammation in the body almost instantaneously after a chiropractic adjustment, those types of things, we invite the opportunity for people to get checked periodically. Just like you brush your teeth, just like you cut your hair when it's too long, all of those things revolve around a maintenance model, especially now with so much concern about health crises. We really believe that health crisis is about education. The more we educate people about the benefits of things such as chiropractic and whole food nutrition.
You know, it's like taking care of your car. You don't wait for it to break down. You know, you get an oil change so many thousands of miles or whatever, and our bodies are really very much the same. If you have a chronic problem, you probably have to see the chiropractor more often until you get to a level where you can sustain that. Then the treatments go less, and I think fairly that's the way it should be.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining us. We so appreciate it. If you'd like more information on the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress, check out the website or call the number on your screen right there.